talk about but too strong. Talking then we get it started, pull up in the U-Haul, you get your move on. And they know they ain't seeing us. You pull your pin in that double call. Wanna step at yourself, are you good enough? Wanna step at yourself, are you hood?
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are thrilled to once again return to the gateway to the West, the proud city of St. Louis, Missouri. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Condors of St. Louis. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Play action. It's Herbert. Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Got to hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Go. Herbert now. He finds Bateman over the middle. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. On is the Chargers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And that will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing to start the drive. Sullivan. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch? And then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here we go, set. Ryan.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
This is Hamler on the crossing route. He's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Condors get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That's taken on the 25. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Sullivan. And his throw here's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. To throw on 3rd down, Sullivan. He'll go up top here for Hamler. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense?
A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing...
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And they work this out past the 25. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Let's go!
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Off play action. Sullivan. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. St. Louis football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go!
Back to throw. Sullivan buying time to his left. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Charger drive about to get going. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Again, it's Pacheco. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Running left to give to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. In motion left goes a tight end. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got
nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Let's go.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bob. Ready.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit side to start making plays.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
60 Eagle, 60.
On first down, Sullivan. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On third down, Sullivan. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 36. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sullivan. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
York able to send this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
That's going deep for Bateman. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
This pass caught by Hamler.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Panther Street! Panther Street!
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
7 yards there and a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice consistent gain.
throwing on first down. Sullivan. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll move the chains. Back to throw again. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Condors take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, check that.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Williams fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Off the play fake. Sullivan. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Condors take a 3-touchdown lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand They've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Herbert. His throw incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, OP, ready?
Herbert off a play. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unreal.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing to start the drive. Sullivan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And while we may be because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10.
18, pioneer. Ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Here is 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun, Sullivan. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Okay, ready? Ready?
Williams is in for a touchdown. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying?
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Baylor Tigers. 21. Ready.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go. Set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll fake the jet sweep, but instead give up the middle to Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hustle. Ready.
They run it again with Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys... And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Condors add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Play action. It's Herbert. Got an open man. It's Schwartz. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Herbert going to change the play here.
Home troops right. Let's go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Crowd right. Hey, ram.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Back to throw here, Herbert. Fighting to stay upright. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They got his man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here